unbeaten 140-pound superstar Ryan Garcia.
That's kind of funny. But at the end of the day, you know, this is about my brother. I'm obviously ready to fuck Devin Haney up next week. Anybody betting against me, y'all just lost money. Real talk.
Destroy. Devin Haney getting destroyed. Ryan said he's going to destroy Devin Haney, but in the process of doing it, he's drinking alcohol. Different people feel different types of ways. In this video, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on the whole situation. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and we are back. Ryan Garcia is supporting his brother, who's fighting one of the Vargas brothers. As you guys know, the famed boxer who fought Oscar De La Hoya. I believe he's from Oxnard. Fernando Vargas' son is fighting Ryan's brother. So you guys seen the clip. Ryan is in Vegas supporting his brother. And he says he started barking on the mic like, yo, I'm ready. You know I'm ready. And he, you know, lifted up the shirt and showed the audience that he's in shape. And he said he's going to F up Devin Haney and he's going to beat his right? He also released a scathing diss record, which you guys stay tuned to the end of this video and you will see Ryan Garcia over the infamous Tupac Shakur. We hit him up. West Side. He got on the West Coast Classic. Hit him up. Biggie diss. Bad Boy as a staff, as a record label, and as a crew diss. Ryan hopped up on the beat. If you stay tuned to the end of this video, you will see and hear his Devin Haney diss and freestyle. Now, what was interesting about it is the mere fact, and I understand he's in fight camp, but for whatever reason he's doing this. Ryan in social media is like peanut butter and jelly. It just at this point goes together. Me personally, being older than Ryan Garcia, growing up where social media wasn't always, you know, a thing as a youth, I'm a little bit indifferent. You know, of course, I have a popular YouTube channel, and this has been the case for several years. And I've been covering boxing over 10 years online. So I make my coin online. So obviously I know how to use social media. Make sure you follow my Instagram, link in the description, at BOXINGEGO1. Over 50,000 on the Instagram page. And that's my second page. So trust me, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I have no problem with social media in general. However, I have no problem with drinking either, which we'll get into in a second. I haven't personally drank in years, just personal choice. Didn't feel the need to. But I have drank in the past. You know, I don't get sloppy drunk, but I've drank alcohol, right? And people feel different types of ways. They're going to be like, oh, who cares if Ryan wants to drink a little alcohol and blah, blah, blah. But I'm of the belief that boxing is a brutal sport. Boxing is a very grueling sport. Fighters have only a certain amount of time. This is their window. Depending on the fighter, you know, it either expands or contracts. But somewhere in here is a fighter's window. Meaning you can't really box forever. Like me, I can, as God gives me breath, or another YouTuber, a YouTuber could be 90 years old and still get on YouTube and make their living. You can't really be 90 years old and get licensed to get punched in the head for a living and box. Yes, I know some people are going to say, oh, but Jake Paul's fighting Mike Tyson. He's almost 60. That's an exception to the rule. More often than not, you know, your window is but so long. So my thing is, if this is the career path and the sport that you've chosen, or any sport, any sport where you make it to the professional ranks and you're getting millions of dollars, I just feel like, what's the point of drinking, poisoning your body, doing drugs? Or at the very least, if you're going to drink, why does Ryan particularly, and maybe some other fighters, why must you drink in camp? Like, you can't just wait. Like, a fight camp is how long? 6, 8, 10, 12 weeks, which is a long camp, right? You can't just wait that duration, get in the best shape. It's crazy to me. And I think, to me, that's kind of a lack of self-discipline, because if you give me 10, 12 weeks to cut out anything in life for the amount of money that these boxers are going to make, like, imagine if someone says, whatever, let's say Ryan, I don't know his purse, but let's say he gets 10, 20, 30 million dollars. If someone says, give up energy drinks, even if you're addicted to energy drinks, but you know, if you give them up for 12 weeks and have a good showing, you know, you're going to get, well, actually not even have a good showing, because Ryan is going to get paid regardless. He's going to get a lump sum of money. But so imagine someone just said, cut out soda, cut out energy drinks for 10, 12 weeks. Could you do it? Let me know in the comment section. Me, I can. I could do anything cold turkey. That's never been a problem for me. But I know I'm an exception to the rule, because some people can't cold turkey things, but I can. If it's all mental for me. So if I don't like the way I'm living, if it doesn't feel right, or sometimes you're doing something and then you just reach a point where you're like, this is no longer cool. I no longer like this. I need a change. I'm fed up. You know, you make that change. So it's a bit weird for me that Ryan Garcia doesn't have the restraint to not drink. You guys seen that slideshow I put at the beginning where Ryan Garcia is clearly around alcohol. I mean, he has alcohol in his hands, and he's even stated this. Like, he says he doesn't care. People make a big deal about the internet and him streaming and him going on social media. He said, what's the big deal? It's just the internet. He says, who cares if I drink? People have drinking tequila and got knockouts. He said something to this effect. But just because you can do it doesn't mean that you should do it, in my opinion. So we're going to see on April 20th what this is. And, you know, Ryan Garcia, if he does not win, at least have a good showing, but really win, I think it's going to look really bad on behalf of his career as a professional fighter, because most people, I think, would agree with me that some of these behaviors that Ryan has shown in the build up to this fight, some of these things aren't quite normal. And drinking alcohol, and my thing is this, even if you really truly had to drink alcohol, you wanted to drink alcohol, you were just fiending for a drink, and you felt you were working hard and it keeps you sane, or you felt you had to smoke weed, why even advertise these things when you're in camp? Because I remember when I was a kid, I had a teacher and she says, ego, perception is reality. And I'm still developing mentally because I was a child. I remember thinking that statement was stupid. I was like, what does that even mean? Like, isn't reality reality? This was a real conversation I had with the teacher. I was like, how is perception reality? I feel like the truth or reality should be the reality. So just because someone perceives that so-and-so stole something doesn't mean that they actually stole it. So I didn't really comprehend, but as I've become an adult, I definitely understand the statement, perception equals reality. And Ryan is still young, and it doesn't sound like he's understanding that. If you are expecting people to buy these overpriced Golden Boy tickets, now I get they're doing price cuts. In fact, I predicted they would have to do price cuts, and they've done several, right? So I was 1,000% right. And it's funny because you guys say, oh, ego, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about, yada, yada, yada. And then what I say comes true, and you guys never say sorry or, hey, man, you were right, or tell your friend to subscribe. It's just, you just move on. But whatever. I'll continue to put out the truth and grow. But here's the thing. The tickets, as I stated, have been overpriced. Even with all the price cuts, they're still overpriced, and perception's reality. So if Ryan is freestyle rapping, he's doing 1,000x spaces, he's posting pictures where he's drinking. Even if you weren't drinking, even if you just you just had like, this is sparkling water, right? I got my S Pellegrino. But let's say this was alcohol, right? Just the fact that you are advertising like the alcohol in the pictures and people are seeing it, they're going to just assume that you're drinking, like regardless. And I understand Ryan, he said something to the effect of like, oh, you guys take the internet too serious and you don't know. And, you know, you only see what I show you, that kind of mentality, which is cool. But at the same time, if the perception is there and people think you're truly not taking training camp serious, which there's been many occurrences where it could be perceived that you are not taking the training camp serious, then people aren't going to spend on them tickets. And I think that's one of the major reasons why the tickets have been slower to move than people expected. People were saying, oh, this is there's multiple reasons. I told you this was two West Coast guys. It should have taken place on the West Coast. It was not really an East Coast fight to begin with. But then you factor in Ryan going through all these episodes, saying things, got alcohol, says he's drinking, and he's able to drink a couple times. Remember, he wrote that like oath to himself. He's like snapping on people, arguing with people on Twitter, arguing with people on X, saying he got banned on TikTok for a period of time, dissing Devin Haney. I mean, he's also sounding super dismissive, as if Devin Haney is just like a scrub or, you know, a journeyman. Like, he's almost talking like he's been a champion before, and Devin hasn't been a champion in 2 divisions now. So for me, that feels a bit bizarre. I've already told you guys I am not doing a fight prediction. I feel at his best, if Ryan is locked in, skill for skill, Devin has more skills. But at his best, if he's locked in, focused, strategic, has a game plan, willing to make adjustments, I think Ryan's style can definitely give Devin problems. Explosive, speed, power. Even though he has many flaws that people have pointed out. Closes his eyes sometimes when he's punching. Sometimes he's, in my opinion, he's too worried about speed. Like, speed is cool, but you don't want to become very telegraphed. You don't want to become very predictable with your speed, trying to blaze someone with all knockout shots, all loaded up punches, and the same speed. Ryan, I think, hopefully him and Derek are working on this. He has to learn to vary his speed, because in boxing, no matter what you do well, there's always something that opposes that can counteract what you're doing. If a guy has a lot of speed, you can beat him with timing. This was very evident when Danny Garcia fought Amir Khan. He was having an issue in the first 2 rounds because Khan he had that ambush style. And he just ish, punching. Danny Garcia kept swinging, and he was missing, kept swinging. And he never gave up on his power, never gave up on his hook, because Danny Garcia is smart enough to know that when he do this, and he mess up and he stay in there and get greedy, I got something for him. And Danny Garcia is a great fighter that is willing to punch in combination. And then you look at it, Khan, and Danny, bow, cracks him. Khan already don't have a chin, and he fall all silly and gets knocked out. Kenny Bayless waves it off the next round. So anything can be beaten. Like, if a guy has a lot of power, you just don't want to. First of all, the easiest way to deal with power is to not get hit by it. You know what I mean? If somebody has so much power in boxing, you just don't want to accept that. Like Joseph Parker, he was like smothering Wilder and, you know, making it kind of an ugly fight, mugging fight, where Wilder didn't have the proper technique or trajectory to get his shots off, you know, just things like that. And I can talk about this stuff all day. Make sure you guys subscribe if you like this type of boxing talk. This is what I give you each and every day. But Ryan Garcia at his best, I think he can give a lot of problems to Devin Haney. And he might be able to clip Devin Haney. He's fought him 6 times in the amateurs, so you know him well, things like that. You guys are about the same size. Ryan looks a hair bigger. The arm reach is pretty similar. But if you're out here, you know, drinking alcohol, taking it as a joke and underestimating an opponent, it's kind of weird. Me, I'm not doing a fight prediction. May the best man win. I just want to see a good fight at this point. I think ultimately for me, this whole fight buildup has been too exhausting. Like, I can't recall this happening before, where it's just like, I just want to see the fight end. Like, I'll be so happy. And maybe it's me because I don't know how, you guys let me know if you feel the same way, if you feel my sentiments, but maybe it's me as a content creator. Ryan being on these episodes and these tirades, it's just been a lot. And I'm one person. Like, you know, I don't have a big, huge team or anything like that. So I'm having to cover all these things. He's putting tweets out and I'm trying to give you guys the information to give the knowledge. And it's just so sporadic and so fast and erratic. And it's just never ending. I try to make a video about this thing that Ryan just said and, you know, inform the public on what's going on. And then he's in the X spaces saying something crazy or arguing with Shakur Stevenson. And then the next day he cussing out Devin Haney and freestyle. It's just a lot. Faking kidnapping. It's just a lot going on. You know what I mean? So for me as a content creator, I ain't gonna hold you. I'll be so happy April 21st just to say this fight is over. You know, talking about the ticket sales and all that. I'm just over it. You know, may the best man win. I think it's a bit weird that Ryan Garcia is flashing alcohol and stuff like that a week before his fight. He's been seen gambling from some of my sources. And, you know, I don't know. I don't know how serious he's taken him and Derek James. I can't really fully grasp their relationship. If, you know, what Derek James, because Derek James is like, Derek James doesn't really give you much. He doesn't really, he's very like monotone almost and very stoic. So you can't really tell what he's thinking, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm just hoping for a good fight. And I told you, stay tuned to end this video. You'll hear Ryan Garcia hit him up, West Side. The Ryan freestyle off the top. Let's get it. Again, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at BOXINGEGO1. We're at 51.5 followers. Make sure you guys follow me. Ryan Garcia, you guys see it. It says Machiavelli Garcia. Ryan Garcia drops a scathing Devin Haney diss track over the infamous Tupac's Hit 'Em Up. We hit 'em up. MOB, man.
That's how you check somebody real quick. If I really want to know how to do this track, I got you. Fuck Devin Haney. Fuck Devin Haney on the thing he's claiming. Everybody knows he was laying in the bed with Diddy, and I'm not even kidding. They got the tape, so don't even try to quit. Trying to quit me, man, this is off the dome. So if I make a mistake, don't send me home. Everybody knows Bill Haney used to sell coke, but nobody want to talk about that because it's a joke, right? Nah, don't try to claim something that I was. And when you fucking a girl that was part of the fucking escort company, and everybody knows that, so when you married her, you were like, baby, please. Yeah, man, you ain't Jesus. You can't forgive her for her sins. Everybody knows that you ain't gonna win. 420 is my day. We gonna light it up in Bill Haney's face. Fuck you, and everybody knows it. When you was with that girl Gigi, she was in my bed, and you know it. Yeah, and this is what it is. I'm not even trying to kill with you, little kid. You ain't got a voice for yourself. You a clown. This is how you check.
He said this is how you check somebody, and really went off the top of the dome to Tupac's Hit 'Em Up. The same day that J. Cole takes his Kendrick Lamar diss track off of streaming services, Ryan Garcia releases a hit 'em up. I don't even know why I'm on this track. I'm gonna let the outlaws ride on you. This man Ryan is jokes. He said everybody knows you was laying in the bed with Diddy. Come on, bro. Hey, yo, the fight is next week.
Real quick. If I really want to know how to do diss tracks, I got you. Watch it. Fuck Devin Haney. Fuck Devin Haney on the thing he's claiming. Everybody knows he was laying in the bed with Diddy.
You know what's kind of funny about that Diddy line is the fact that Pac was Pac was really beefing with Diddy. Listen, this is kind of funny. Just hear me out. The real Pac, who released the real Hit 'Em Up, was actually beefing with Bad Boy. And he was beefing with Puff and Big and Diddy, because Puff is Diddy. And then fast forward 30 some odd years later or whatever, Ryan is dissing Devin Haney using Diddy and all the stuff in the news that's going on with Diddy. That's kind of funny, in my opinion. I don't know if you guys see it like that. It's just kind of crazy. Like, Diddy's still relevant. Like, Diddy was in the real Hit 'Em Up, Diddy was getting dissed. And then now he's still getting dissed in 30 years later. Ryan from Victorville's Hit 'Em Up. That's insane right now. Insane. Smash the like button.
And I'm not even kidding. They got the tape, so don't even try to quit. Trying to quit me, man, this is off the dome. So if I make a mistake,
they gonna send me home.
Everybody knows Bill Haney used to sell coke, but nobody want to talk about that because it's a joke, right? Nah, don't try to claim something that I was. And when you fucking a girl that was part of the fucking escort company, and everybody knows that, so when you married her, you were like, baby, please. Yeah, man, you ain't Jesus. You can't forgive her for her sins.
What? He says, yeah, man, you ain't Jesus. You cannot forgive her for her sins. This man is a nut.
Everybody knows that you ain't gonna win. 420 is my day. We gonna light it up in Bill Haney's face. Fuck you. And everybody knows it. When you was with that girl Gigi, she was in my bed and you know it.
Who's Gigi?
Yeah, and this is what it is. I'm not even trying to kill with you, little kid. You ain't got a voice for yourself. You a clown.
He said you ain't got a voice for yourself, you a clown. But again, the most impressive thing, like outside of like the fact, if you like the diss or whatever, is Ryan is truly running and he has breath control as he's freestyle rapping. So he has to be in shape.
How you check somebody real quick?
You see, he's talking the whole way.
I got you. Watch it. Fuck Devin Haney.
You know what I mean? He's like, the whole time he's running in.
Fuck Devin Haney on the thing he's claiming. Everybody knows he was laying in the bed with Diddy. And I'm not even kidding. They got the tape, so don't even try to quit.
You see, he's rapping the whole time. Crazy, crazy stuff. Rapping as he disses Devin Haney. Ryan is definitely a character. Definitely. So, yeah, I don't think people are peeping the fact that he's running and doing that. My man, my man Lil Yee says, imagine that being his ring walk song. That is funny. He said, what if he walk out to that? In other Ryan Devin news, Ryan, his team sent a cease and desist to Devin Haney's team for that La Raza shirt, according to Devin Haney. I did check on his website, and on his website, it did show that the shirt is no longer available. I made a video about it. You guys should go on the page and check that out right now.